Okay, let us start with the oblique projectile. In the last class, we were discussing about oblique projectile motion. Now, in oblique projectile motion, what I can oblique projectile motion, horizontal displacement x is equal to u cos theta into t, horizontal displacement. Then vertical, that is a displacement in y direction, u, right? U sin theta into t minus half gt square. Here u cos theta into t. Fine. After that, what we did, we took t value from x, that is x is equals to, here we took t is equals to, from equation 1 I took t is equals to x by u cos theta, and I substituted in the below equation. So I got the equation of projectile. So what is the equation of projectile? We got y is equals to tan theta into x minus g by 2 u square cos square theta, 2 u square cos square theta into x square. Then we got y equals to ax minus bx square. So based on this, we discussed the problems in the last class. That is, a is equals to tan theta and b is equals to g by 2 u square, 2 u square cos square theta, right? 2 u square cos square theta. Now, so based on this a and b, we discussed yesterday problems, how we can calculate the relations between a and b, right? This is the equation of the projectile. Fine. Now what we are going to calculate, if a question is given like this, now we'll take one question, right? If x is equals to horizontal and vertical displacements, horizontal and vertical displacements, horizontal and vertical displacement of a projectile is given as x is equals to a into t and y is equals to bt minus ct square. So it is given like this. Okay. Now what we have to calculate here, x is equals to at, y is equal to bt minus ct square. Now first thing, we have to calculate what is angle of projection, theta is equals to how much. Next, second one, we want to calculate what is the initial velocity, and third one, we have to calculate what is the acceleration of the projectile, what is the acceleration of projectile. Next, what we have to calculate, maximum heights. Next, we have to calculate what is the horizontal range. These are the questions in front of you. Now how to solve this type of questions, let us see, all of you. So x is equals to a into t and y is equals to bt minus ct. These are horizontal and vertical displacement. See here a and here a b, here it is c. So just to compare these equations with the equation 1 and 2, the first equation and the second equation. If I compare with first and second equation, x is equal to at is there, here x is equal to u cos theta into t. So when x and t and t, a is equals to, can I write u cos theta? Yes or no? A is equals to u cos theta. Am I right? Yes. X is equal to u, a is equal to u cos. Can anybody tell what is b is equal to now? What is b? B equal to u sin theta, right? B equals to u sin theta. B equal to u sin theta. Next in the comparison, what we'll get, there is no half, minus minus is there, c can be written as, so this value can be written as now c. Is it clear? C is nothing but 1 by 2 into g. Now c is equals to 1 by 2 into g. Hope this is clear, all of you. Till here, anybody, any doubts? Okay. Now what we'll do, we want a theta. If I want a theta, just divide b divided by a. If I divide b divided by a, you can see here, if I divide b by a, b divided by a, u sin theta divided by u cos theta, right? You say u gaya. So what is that? b by a is equals to tan theta. Goods. B by a is equals to tan theta. Now what I require? Theta. Now theta is equals to a tan inverse of, tan inverse will be writing like this, b by a. This is nothing but angle of projection for that particular question. Hope this is clear to all. Yes. Fine. Next, what do you have to calculate? U you have to calculate. Second question. This is the first one completed. Number one. Number two, we want to calculate u value. How to calculate u value? See, what I'll do is here to calculate u value, a square plus b square equals to, so a square plus, we have to take only ABC values and we have to try to convert that one. A square plus b square equals to, I can write a u square cos square theta plus u square sine square theta, u square sine square theta, right? Now I can write here a square plus b square equals to u square. If I take it as common, then I can write sine square theta plus cos square theta, right? Here if I take a square plus b square, so hope you know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1, right? U square, or simply I can write now u is equals to under root of a square plus b square. Hope this is clear. So we got now first one, we got here theta is equals to tan inverse of b by a, first one, and second one, u is equals to initial velocity, u equal to under root of a square plus b square. Is it clear? Now can anybody tell what will be the acceleration? Can you tell me acceleration? Anybody? Acceleration of the projectile. So how we can calculate acceleration of projectile? Let us see here. So acceleration of projectile, when you compare a, see, c is equals to 1 by 2 into g, am I right? C is equals to 1 by 2 into g, or g is equals to 2c. So this is nothing but acceleration of the projectile. So what will be the answer? 2c will be the answer. Hope this is clear, right? Now maximum height we want. What is maximum heights? So what is the formula for h maximum or maximum height? U square sine square theta divided by 2g. Am I right? 2g. Now how I can write this one? U sine theta into, right? U sine theta into u sine. See, u sine theta already there. U sine theta whole square I'll write divided by 2g. Now we can substitute u sine theta. What is u sine theta we have? Can anybody tell? B is nothing but u sine theta. Yes, no, boliye. So B is equal to क्या है? U sine theta. And what we require? G I require. So what I require? G. So G कैसे लिख सकता हूँ मैं? देखिए, G is equals to 2C, right? Simply substitute in that particular terms. So this is nothing but a B square divided by 2. G is nothing but what we got? 2C I got. So now I can write 2 into C, that is 2C. So I can write H maximum. H is equals to, fine, B square divided by 4C. This will be the answer for maximum height. Hope this is clear. Fine, everybody. Now H is equals to B square divided by 4C. Fine, here A or G acceleration is nothing but 2C. So initial velocity and the theta. So this is completed theta, initial velocity, acceleration, maximum. Now range, you try to calculate range. You try and calculate range and tell me the answer, right? Try to calculate range. So range we can calculate. How to calculate range here? So range formula we should know. Range is nothing but u square sine 2 theta divided by g. This is the formula for range. Now I'll write u, okay, u square sine 2 theta can be written as 2 sine theta into cos theta. Already we discussed cos theta divided by g. It's nothing but divided by g. Now I'll write r is equals to 2. You keep aside 2 into, right? U square is there, no? You'll separate that one. U square u sine theta 1. Next u cos theta, like this. U sine theta and u cos theta. Hope this is clear. U sine theta and u cos theta. Nothing to worry. So this is nothing but a g. Now u sine theta we have a. U sine theta is what? U sine theta is b, and u cos theta is a. Simply substitute there, and g is nothing but 2c. Everything we can substitute here. Now r is equals to 2. We can keep it as 2 into u sine theta. U sine theta is b into a divided by g can be written as 2c. So these two will get cancelled. Now range r is equals to what you'll get? B into a, or a into b. A into b divided by c. Hope this is clear to all, right? So range r is equals to a by bc. Like this we can solve. So range formula u square sine square sine 2 theta divided by g. Maximum height formula h is equal to u square sine square theta divided by 2g. Fine. Hope this is clear to all. So this is the way that we have to do the problems, Everybody, right? G is equal to 2c. G is equal to what? 2c we got here. G is equal to 2c. Fine. That's good. Okay, all of you done. So complementary angles. Let us start with complementary angles. So when I project a body, let me take. So if I take a projectile motion, right? If I project a body like this, it reaches till this point. If I project even like this, it is reaching till this point, right? That means these angles are different. Let me take this angle is 30 degrees. Let me take first angle is 30 degrees, right? Is 30 degrees, and this angle is 60 degrees. That means 30 and 60, the ranges will be equal. That means if I take theta 1 is equals to 30 degrees, then theta 2 equals to 90 minus 30. 90 minus 30 equals to, it is nothing but 60 degrees. These two are called complementary angles. So if I take theta 1 is equals to theta, theta 2 is equals to 90 minus theta, called complementary angles. Theta 1 is equal to theta, theta 2 is equals to 90 minus theta, called complementary angles. That means for 30 and 60, both will reach at the same points. Fine. Hope this is clear. Now let us imagine if I project with 15 degrees only. This is 15 degrees. Then 15 degrees means what is the other angle? Can you tell me? Let me take this, nothing but only 15 degrees. Anybody? What is the complementary angle? Very good. One of the student posted that 75 degrees. Yeah. So that means if I project with the 75 degrees also, it has to reach a same points. See, this is nothing but 75 degrees. For 75 degrees or 15 degrees, both should reach the same points. This is what complementary angles, right? Now let us take, if I project with let me take here, I project with 45 degrees. If I'm projecting with 45 degrees, so let me take, this is 45 degrees. If theta 1 is 45 degrees, theta 1 equal to 45 degrees, what is theta 2 equals to? Can anybody tell? 45 degrees. So this is the meaning that, so what is in between meaning? What is the meaning of in between here, right? In between means when theta is equal to 45, range is maximum or minimum, right? So what we discussed in the previous classes, range is maximum when theta is equal to 45 degrees. This is the meaning for that one. So if you throw theta 1 is equals to 45, theta 2 is equal to 45. So these are the complementary angles. Next, if I take theta 1 is equals to 30 degrees, what is theta 2? Can you tell me theta 2? Theta 2 क्या हो जाएगा? 60 degrees. Very good. 60 degrees. If I take theta 1 is equal to 15 degrees, what is theta 2 is equals to? Anybody? 75. Very good. Very active, all the students. So these are what complementary angles. First complementary angle. These two are second complementary angles. Here these are the third complementary angles, right? So general complementary angles, this is nothing but complementary. General complementary angles. General, right? Hope this is clear to all. Fine. Okay. Right. So now we'll proceed with the complementary angles. So first the ranges we'll take ranges. So complementary angles for ranges. So now let us take a few. Fine. I can see here ranges. If I take R1 and R2, theta 1 is theta and theta 2 is 90 minus theta. We'll calculate ranges for the complementary angles. So can you tell me what is the formula for range? R is equals to first u u square sine 2 theta sine 2 theta divided by g. Hope this is clear, right? For first complementary angle, I'll take it as R1, range for first angle theta, and second angle is 90 minus theta. So R1 u square sine 2 theta. So 2 theta means 2 theta 1 divided by g, or simply I can write u square sine 2 theta divided by what? G. Simply theta 1 means theta. Now similarly, if I go with R2, R2 equal to u square sine 2 into theta 2 divided by g. So here u square sine 2 into theta 2 is how much? 90 minus theta divided by g. Now what I can write here? R2 equals to u square sine 2 is multiplied inside 180 minus 2 theta divided by g. But here one should know sine of 180 minus theta. Sine of 180 minus theta is again a sine theta. So in mathematics, we'll be getting in trigonometry. Sine of 180 minus theta is positive sine theta. So that means here we can write sine of 180 minus 2 theta. Sine of 180 minus 2 theta. Sine of 180 minus 2 theta is sine 2 theta, right? Sine 2 theta. Fine. Hope this is clear. Sine of 180 minus theta is 2 theta. That means you can substitute here sine 2 theta. That is what I'll get range. Now R2 equal to u square sine 2 theta. Is it clear this one? Sine 2 theta divided by g. Hope this is clear to you. See R1 and R2 both I am getting the same, right? This is nothing but R1. So here I'm getting R1 is u square sine 2 theta divided by g. Here R2 if you take is nothing but R2 is u square sine 2 theta divided by g. That means ranges are equal. So what is the relation that I am getting? R1 equals to R2. This is the relation between complementary angles. One is theta, the range is R1. 90 minus theta, range is R2. So that means if you project, what is the meaning of that one? If you project with 30 degrees or 60 degrees angle, they will reach the same distance. That's the meaning of the complementary angles. Hope this is clear to all of you. Yes, no, boliye everybody. Anybody have any doubts? Let me know here. See ranges, if I take for first one, this is nothing but R1 is the range. Let me take for 30 degrees R1, and R2 if I take for 60 degrees is R2. Same range I am getting, right? So R1 and R2 for one thing is 15 degrees you can take, and the other one is 75 degrees. Ranges are same, but heights are different. Heights are different. Hope this is clear. Heights are different. Here H1 and other one is H2. Maximum heights, I should show here itself, is the maximum heights. Maximum height is H2, H1 and H2. Is it clear? Maximum heights will differ. Right, let us start with the heights, how the heights are related. So we got R1 is equal to R2. Ranges are equal for complementary angles. Now let me proceed with heights. So maximum height. So H1 is the height for complementary angle theta 1 is equals to theta, and H2 height for the complementary angle, that is theta 2 is equals to 90 minus theta. Hope this is clear, right? First we'll write a height formula, maximum height formula. Can you tell me maximum height? U square sine square theta divided by 2g. What are the relations that we are going to obtain here? U square sine square theta divided by 2g. First what I'll do, I'll take H1 now. H1 equal to U square sine square theta 1 divided by 2g. Am I correct? Yes or no? Maximum height formula, is it correct? Everybody will accept u square sine square theta divided by 2g. Okay, now here what I'll do, u square sine square theta 1 is nothing but theta divided by 2g. Here what is theta 1? Theta 1 is theta. Next h2 equal to, here I'm taking it as this is h1, right? Hope this is clear. Now h2 equal to similar manner u square sine square theta theta 2 divided by 2g. But what is the theta 2? Theta 2 is nothing but 90 minus theta. So u square sine square 90 minus theta divided by 2g. Now the question is sine of 90 minus theta. Okay, so one should know again here sine 90 minus theta. Anybody have any idea? 90 minus, oh, most of them, very good. So sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. So most of them posted their answers in the chat box as cos theta. So most of them know this one. Very good. So 90 minus theta is nothing but cos theta. Fine. That means I'll substitute here. Now h2 equal to u square. Now sine 90 minus theta means it is cos theta. Now square with the cos square theta. Now cos square theta divided by 2g. Hope this is clear. Now we got h2. This is h1. What is there? H1 is u square sine square theta divided by 2g. H1 and h2. Is it clear? So h2 is u square cos square theta divided by Here h1 is u square sine square theta divided by 2g. Hope this is clear, and even this formula we have to remember. Find maximum height formula. This is maximum height formula, u square sine square theta divided by 2g. Here theta 1, right? Here if you take theta 1 is equals to theta, and a theta 2 is equals to 90 minus theta. Is it fine? Theta 1 is equals to theta, and theta 2 is 90 minus theta. Hope this is clear. R1 is equals to R2, H1 is equals to theta 1 minus theta 1 is equals to theta, H2 is equals to theta 2 is 90 minus theta. Hope this is clear. Okay, now what we can do with H1 and H2? Let us see. If I take H1 divided by H2, what I'll get? H1 divided by H2. Can you guess, anybody? So the ratio of heights, what I'll get, the ratio of heights. Anybody? Just calculate and tell me. U square sine square theta, u square sine square theta divided by 2g divided by u square cos square theta, u square cos square theta divided by 2g, right? So now we can see this 2g and 2g will get cancelled, u square will get cancelled. So what I can get here, h1 by h2, h1 by h2 equals to, right? So sine square theta by cos square theta, sine square theta divided by cos square theta, right? H1 by h2 is sine square theta divided by cos square theta, or I can write h1 by h2 is equals to h1 divided by h2 equals to tan square theta, or tan theta equal to under root of h1 divided by h2, or tan theta is nothing but a, right? So this is nothing but a equals to under root of h1 divided by h2. This is nothing but a relation between a, h1 and h2 complementary angles. Hope this is clear to you, right? So this is nothing but a equals to under root of h1 by h2. Yes, clear. Sine of 90 minus theta, here theta 1 and theta 2, right? This is the ratio of heights, of complementary heights, we can say. Now both things we add and see what will gets, right? h1 by h2, h1 plus h2, chalo. So h1 plus h2 equal to what I'll get now, h1 plus h2. Can you tell me h1 plus h2? U square sine square theta, u square sine square theta divided by 2g plus u square cos square theta, u square cos square theta divided by 2g. Just simply we can take u square by 2g. If I take common u square by 2g, then sine square theta plus cos square theta, sine square theta plus cos square theta, which is nothing but sine square theta plus cos square theta is how much? Can you tell me? What is that? Sine square theta plus cos square theta? 1. Very good. So it's nothing but 1. That is nothing but a u square by 2g. Now h1 plus h2, h1 plus h2 equals to u square divided by 2g, u square divided by 2g. Hope this is clear to all, right? So h1 plus h2 divided, fine. Yes, no. See, h1 plus h2 we derive. Anybody, any doubt still here? Let me know. Hope it is clear to all. So h2, what is next one is root h1 into h2. It will be very easy for calculation, or h1 into h2. Root of h1 into h2. Now can you tell me what is root of h1 into h2? Anybody? So I'll substitute a u square sine square theta. Very good. U square sine square theta divided by 2g into u square cos square theta, u square cos square theta divided by 2g. So we'll get here u to the power of 4 under root of, right, under root of u to the power of 4 into sine square theta into cos square theta divided by 2g, that is a 4g square. Simply I can write here, if I take completely from outside root, if I take it outside, I can write u square sine theta into cos theta, only one term we'll be taking it as, right, divided by 2g. Hope this is clear. Yes, no? So what I'll do now, u square, just multiplying and dividing with the 2, u square into multiply with the 2 sine theta into cos theta divided by 2g, that is a 2. I multiplied and divided through into 2g is there. Just what I did is I multiplied and divided with the 2. Nobody have any problem, right? Start to type. So here no issue. So here u square, if I take u square into, now you can see 2 sine theta into cos theta. Can anybody tell 2 sine theta into cos theta? 2 sin theta into cos theta divided by this is 4g, right? So sin theta, that's nothing but u square into sin 2 theta, sin 2 theta divided by 4g, right? 4g. Anybody? Can you tell me sin 2 theta? So u square sin 2 theta by g, u square sin. Now what I'll do? I'll write 1 by 4 into u square sin 2 theta divided by g. So this is nothing but divided by g. So how much you'll get this one? Can you tell me what do you call that one? Anybody? What do you call it? U square sin 2 theta by g, range. Very good. So it is called range. That means I'll get here under root of h1 into h2. h1 into h2 is equal to 1 by 4 into range r. Or simply we can write r by 4 equals to under root of h1 into h2. h1 into h2. This is the one equation relation. Or squaring on both sides, we can get r square by 16. r square by 16 is equals to h1 into h2. This also we can take it like this. Fine. All of you clear this one? Everything? Yes, no, boliye. Here or we can write one more equation here, r equal to 4 into under root of h1 into h2. h1 h2. This is the standard relation, right? Or we can write here r square equal to the same another form, 16 into h1 into h2. R square should be there. Hope this is clear to all of you. Yes, no, boliye. Fine. Here, yes, just a moment. So here this is the relation between r and h1 and h2. So we got a root of h1 h2, or we can say r square equal to 16 into h1 h2. So h1 into h2, just I multiply and divided with the 2 here, we calculated under root of h1 h2. And very important thing here I would like to write here h1 plus h2, h1 plus h2, right, equals to 1 by 2 if I take outside u square by g. So can you recognize what is u square by g? Anybody? Fast. U square by g. Can anybody recognize what is u square by g from the last classes what we discussed? Anybody? R max. So h1 plus h2 also we can write here. So I want to give the relation here h1, right? h1 plus h2 equals to 1 by 2. That is nothing but R max divided by 2. Hope this is clear. R max divided by 2. Now R max equals to 2 into h1 plus h2. This is also one more relation. This one, right? Hope this is clear to all. R max equals to 2 into what's h1 plus h2. Here R max can be written as, what is R max? What is the value of R max? R max equals to u divided by g. Already we discussed this one, u square divided by g. So this is R max. Hope this is clear to all. Yes. So this is the final one. Hope this is clear till this point. So try to calculate complementary angles for time of flights. So that is a homework for you, T1 and T2, right? So what is homework here? Homework. What is homework? So just you can try the questions. So what is T1 in T1 by T2? So complementary for time of flights. Next T1 into T2 product of it. What is the question? Right, these are the two things just you have to calculate. Hope you will complete this, and I'll get back to you tomorrow in the next class. Hope this is clear to all. I'll send this PDF to you. Fine.